Yeah! Get up!
All right. What is up, everybody? We are out this morning again with MotoKari and with Sir Flesh Wound. And we're going out on a lovely ride here in a beautiful part of this area here in Northern California. We are starting out here in Folsom and we're heading on out to Auburn. I will put up the route that we're taking so that if any of you watch this video and you're like, oh my gosh, that was beautiful, or I want to ride that route, and you're out in this direction, you can take the same route that we're taking. But we're up for some pretty nice vistas, some nice windies, twisties, if you will. And yeah, we're just out here to have some fun today out on the Fat Bob. We're joined here on the Gixxer 650, or the Gixxer 600. It's the 750 and the 600, I think, with MotoKari. And in the rear, bringing up the rear, is Sir Flesh Wound on his Triumph Street Triple 725, I believe. I think it's 725. Went up from the 675, 2018. And just a gorgeous morning. It is like the perfect temperature. There's not a lot of wind. There's just a little bit of a breeze, and it is perfect. I mean, right now I think it's like 60 degrees, and we'll probably only get up to like 80 today, which is just fine. Perfect. So again, we went on a ride a few weeks ago around Lake Berryessa. That video is up as well. If you want, I'll pop up a link right here so you can go straight to that. But oh, this guy wants to get in between. That's lovely. But you guys can check that ride out as well. Which way are we going? Going straight here. Yes. But like the ride we took a few weeks ago at Lake Berryessa, I will try to do as minimal talking as possible, just so you can enjoy the ride, you can enjoy the view. What's nice here is that we've got MotoKari up front and Sir Flesh Wound in back, so it won't just be me. You'll be able to see somebody else riding. I don't know if that's at all something you're interested in, but yeah, that's what's going on. Try and get caught up here. Oh, MotoKari is just gonna let that guy pass. She's probably gonna pop back in here. Yep. Now we won't try to pretend that I can keep up with MotoKari here on I think she's gonna be nice enough on her Gixxer and just make sure that I'm able to follow. But yeah, when we were out on Berryessa a couple weeks ago, or I was leading the way because it was their first time out at Berryessa, so that was nice. I'm guessing that they wanted to go a little faster, but you know, I did what I can. But what was pretty awesome was that even though we were in and out of the twisties on the Fat Bob, you know, I never scraped a peg, and we were leaning pretty good at some point, so pretty happy with that. I mean, what's not to be happy about riding a cruiser that can lean over a little bit? Would I like my bike to be a little bit lighter? Oh, of course I would, but I think in the future things will be happening to remedy that. Not sure what exhaust MotoKari has on her GSX-R, but I like it. And actually, Sir Flesh Wound put a new exhaust on his Triumph Street Triple, and that thing sounds really good too. It still has that Triumph Street Triple sound, and if you've heard what those sound like stock, you know what I'm talking about. But it does have a nicer, a little more, hits the lows a little bit more, if you know what I mean. Now, the thing that I'm not, yeah, you know what, it is the thing I'm most excited about for this trip here is we will be going over the Foresthill Bridge. And if you've ever seen the movie Triple X, it was with Vin Diesel when he was just a budding action star, and he does this stunt off of this bridge, and in the movie it says near, or it says Sacramento, California, and in the movie I was like, there's no place in Sacramento that looks like this bridge, and lo and behold, it actually exists, and we will be either riding over it or right near it. I'll be disappointed if we don't actually see it, but I'm pretty sure we will be seeing it this afternoon. So, pretty excited for that. Oh, a little water there. Now we're just starting out this ride, and already, not only is it gorgeous, it's pretty fun, and it's only gonna get better. I'm gonna give you a T.O.G guarantee early on. I've never ridden this route, but I'm just gonna say it's gonna get more fun. Stay. Good. Hey puppies. Oh. Look at the pumpkin patch. This is a cute little pumpkin patch out here. Nothing like Bobby Dazzler's. I'll pop up some video in a little window right here so you can check out Bobby Dazzler's. That's the place that we've been going for almost a decade, and that place is just amazing. It's like thousands of pumpkins out there. Oh, that was fun. 40 miles an hour. Now, one of the other things I'm excited about, now, if you've already watched the video where I say that I'm gonna get a naked sport bike, I kind of alluded to it earlier, but if you've made it this far in the video, then I know you're watching intently. But there are plans to get out of the cruiser segment and pick up a naked sport. If at all possible, I'd like to pick up a, an older sporty, just so that I can still have a cruiser, so I can kind of ease my way out of it. But what I'm excited for is to take it out on roads like this, and also, in addition to having a little more fun out here in the twisties, is, oh, there's another nice car, Corvette, is having this camera have a lot more usable video, because right now, I can't use everything that I record from this rear-facing camera because of the vibration from the handlebars. Now I'm guessing that it's going to be a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit of that with the bike that I choose. But after riding so many sport bikes and naked sports on test rides, and just feeling the difference, I'm pretty sure. Woo! That was fun. The difference will be stark. I can tell. It's a different kind of vibration. It's not this, that big burly Harley Davidson rumble in the hands on those bikes. Also, those bikes have ABS, most of them. So it's just gonna be a big difference, and I'm excited. Supposedly, and I don't know if the model that I'll end up with, there's this thing called cornering ABS to make it so that you don't have a low side crash where you slow down too fast and the bike falls out from under you. So anyway, a little novice speaking there because I'm just getting into this naked sport segment, and I'm learning as I go. So if you've got tips for me on naked sports, I'm not really looking and getting a sport bike, because for me, I don't want to be leaning forward at the extreme level of a sport bike. So anyway, TMI, I'm sure. Let's just let's try and stay focused. Now, you can probably tell by the kinds of vehicles that we're seeing out in these parts that this is a very nice area in Northern California. Oh, and I think we're already here into Auburn, historic Auburn. That was actually pretty quick. I was like, Sir Flashman, where are you going? So we've got a group of 3, and this has been our core group that we've had here on our group rides. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Going through historic Auburn right here. Pretty cool. Oh, somebody's got the wreath up on their van already. We haven't even gotten past Halloween. I would say maybe they have that up all year round, but that thing looked to be in way too good a condition for it to have been there all year. Oh, we're gonna hop on the freeway here for a minute, for a hot minute. Utah. Someday I will get my bike out, or when I'm out in Utah where most of my wife's family lives, we'll rent a bike, or we'll ride out there and we'll get some really, really amazing shots out there, because it is gorgeous in Utah. You know, I can't say that I would ever want to live in Utah for various reasons, but it is gorgeous out there. One of the main reasons, though, and we talked about this just recently with my wife about moving somewhere like that, is knowing that you only get to ride 9 months out of the year, because there's a 3-month period of winter where it's snowing and it's wet and it's icy. Yeah, it's just abhorrent conditions you would never want to ride in. I'm guessing some people do attempt to go out during some of those months if it's dry, but yeah, I just couldn't do that. Okay, cool. This is the start of it. Carrie's got the 360 camera going on. She's all about it today. Not messing around. Yes. Oh yeah. This is the real deal right here. All these poor bikers. Up the hill they go. This is the best part. Oh my goodness. Alright, time for me to shut up. Oh my word. This is it! Woo! Oh, this thing is not ruining the view completely. This is where I do wish I had my 360. Foresthill Bridge. Oh my. Some people out here taking some pictures, I'm sure. I had no idea that the Foresthill Bridge was that close to the freeway. I really didn't. And again, that just makes me ashamed that I've never been on it. Trying to stay focused here. This is so beautiful. You gotta stay focused though. My wife would not be happy with me if I wasn't. And frankly, I would be disappointed in myself. I mean, come on. We make the wife happy, but we also make ourselves happy by staying safe and riding for a lot longer that way. Trouble up ahead. Oh boy. Oh, there's cyclists. Whew, that's scary. I wonder if this is that big turn right here that Sir Fleshman was telling me about. Kind of a damper in it with following this car. But what are you gonna do? We share the road. See, this is where this white car should move over. What are you gonna do? There's got to be some sort of race going on, especially with that guy waving that flag down there. Oh yeah, they've got numbers. The observant person would have noticed that a long time ago. I like to think of myself as observant, but I'm wondering how many of the bikers that we've seen out here are actually participating. And that's where you would go back on the video and see the numbers, right? Because if you don't got a number, you're not participating. Good times. Leave it in the comments, actually, if you if you're a cyclist as well as a biker. I'd like to know if there's any overlap at all. That would be interesting to know. I personally can't say that I know of anyone that rides a bicycle for fun as well as a motorcycle, but I'm sure it happens. I just know that cycling can take up a lot of your time because you got to be super fit. The guys that I know that do cycling, they do it a lot. And I wonder how much of MotoKari's exhaust you'll be able to hear on the video, because it's humming along nicely. And I noticed that you can't really hear in the videos of mine when we're on the freeway. I have a pretty good mic, but you can't really hear my exhaust either when we're riding at pretty high speeds. See, now this car is really going slow. Gary's following pretty close. He's trying to send a message. That message saying, hey, slower traffic on the right, get out the way. Now, it'll be great once we get home and we edit this video to just watch, because for me, you know, I'm watching the road, I'm trying to be safe. But this ride is just breathtaking in spots and just amazing. And I gotta say, with as many cyclists as we've seen out here, that would definitely be a hard word to say. You've got a lisp, I'm guessing. With as many cyclists as we've seen out here, it is not really, they haven't really affected the ride. They're doing well. Well done, cyclists, for staying on your side. I kind of want to see some horseback riders. Ooh, this is a nice turn right here. Yeah, that might have been the one. Oh yeah, here we go. Thank you. It is about time. Yeah, Berryessa has some really nice twisties, but these are these long sweeping ones, and these are really fun. Berryessa, there's a lot of slowing down because the turns are really tight. But this is amazing. I can imagine this would be a lot of fun to do in like in a sports car too, which I guess, you know, we've seen some really nice sports cars out here. They're probably out here doing the same thing we're doing. Bike lane's getting a little small over here. Now that would be one reason, because when I met there at the gas station where we started, there were quite a few bikes already out passing by, looking like they were returning from this ride. To go out earlier, because maybe there's less cars on the road, that would be something to consider. Although if I was going to do that, it would probably have to be like later or earlier in the summertime. Oh, that's gorgeous. Leaves changing colors. Because, you know, it can get pretty chilly here in the fall. But like I said, it is just perfect right now. Oh yeah. Oh, some kind of undulations there. Not in a terrible place, coming out of a turn. Actually, you know, it wasn't really coming out of the turn, it was like the straightaway after the turn. I know though, if those were in a coming out of a turn though, and you were still leaning, that could be bad. Once those wheels come off the ground and you're leaning over like that, whew, that could be scary. Oh my goodness, this is just spectacular. It's like my word of the month. I've gone on some pretty awesome rides in the month of October. Oh, my ears are popping. Elevation. Oh my. This is it right here. These guys are winning right here. And I don't know how bike races work, if they all start at the same time, or if all they do is keep track of their own personal time. But yeah, these guys are way up in front. You can see their gear, the tight groups. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah. And you know what's awesome is that all these turns and all this stuff that we've been doing is on the way there has been uphill, and this is going to be just that much more fun on the way back, going downhill and really picking up speed. Yeah, looking forward to that, and you'll be with me. How about that? Join me. Truck's gonna slow things down a wee bit. See, if you're gonna live in a mobile home park, like the one that we just saw there on the left, this is where you would want to live in a mobile home, right? This is just beautiful. Now, as beautiful as it is and how awesome it is, these houses are out here, I'm not the kind of person that would want to live out here, just because I like being a little closer to civilization. And you know, that is not, I'm not trying to use that as a pejorative civilization. I'm just saying that I like to be close to stores and more city folk activity. Now this is gorgeous, and you know, being able to just like go out your door and go on a hike in the forest like this young lady's doing out here. But, and this is the American River Tahoe National Forest. Just spectacular is that word again. But yeah, I couldn't live out here, and obviously I'll never be able to afford having like a second house out here. But being out here right now makes me want to consider maybe like renting a cabin out here, staying out here for a couple weeks during the summertime. Oh, this is where we'll turn around. At Wharton's. Wharton's. Oh my goodness. Yes. Woo! This is the spot right here, folks. Ugh. All right, I'll catch you on the flippity flip.
Pippity poppity, give me the zobbity.
Yes, sir.
We're ready to go. Oh, they did wait for us. That was nice of them. So yeah, we got a nice little group here. Street Fighter, Monster, and a Kawasaki Sport Tour. I don't know the model on that because I am really not familiar with the Sport Tours at all. It's kind of cool. He's got a little Ferrari sticker there on the back of his tail end there. That's fun. It is a kind of a Ferrari red. Alright, well this is fun. I always say the more the merrier. So we're on our way back. I switched out my SD card because we've got, I don't know what it is, but it only records for like an hour and a half now, and it doesn't seem to do much more than that. And I know for a 128 gigabyte SD card, it should be more than an hour and a half of video, even for the quality that I'm doing. I've done more in the past. I've got to check out the card. Maybe there's some lingering files there that aren't showing when I pop it up, so we'll work that out. But for now, we are on our way back from Auburn, and we're headed on back to Sacramento. So this I think will be a little bit more fun than the way there. Like I said before, on the way there where we're going uphill, and these downhill twisties should be very nice, as long as we can get out of, or get up ahead of these trucks. And I should have picked up a little snacky snack there at the little grocery store. But we're good. We're good. Oh, this is beautiful. You can see the leaves falling from the trees. Just gorgeous. The nice thing is that they're not falling in mass, so that we're littered here with leaves on the road. That would be bad. Picking up speed a little bit here, that's nice. Maybe we lost that car in front of us. Nope. They're just picking up speed too. And I guess to the residential areas, just abiding the law. But it looks like on the way there, we might have been riding against a little bit of a breeze because it feels nice and smooth. I don't feel a lot of wind hitting me at all here. So again, that's just makes it for just an even nicer ride. Love it. Ugh. These little dips next to the line, they're fine and they're not so bad when you hit them, but because they're drawing my attention, I keep looking at them and I keep going towards them. It's the nature of riding, right? If something distracts you, you look at it and you end up going right at it. That's what gets you into trouble, especially when you're kind of veering off the road, and instead of looking back at the road where you need to go, you end up looking at the side of the road where you don't want to go, and then boom, you're toast. So gotta remember those riding principles. Stay safe. And let's see if we can't get up ahead here as these people get out of the way. Woohoo! Brake check. little mailbox ornament. Ooh. Guy's coming back into my lane. That was scary. Yeah, that'll make you second guess for a second. It's all good. We're safe. Yeah, and these cyclists. This is one thing that would freak me out as a cyclist, is getting down these downhill. I mean, that guy's going, I just passed him up. I was going about 55, and I wasn't passing him very fast. I mean, but if we fall, we've got all this gear to protect us. Those guys are just in t-shirt and bike shorts. I mean, yeah. Talk about road rash. And here we go again. Oh, this is the really nice wide turn. Ooh, I think that was a Panigale. Just guessing from the headlights, but I couldn't tell you for sure. Yeah. Oh, what a nice guy there. Getting up out the way. Again, so much more fun on the way down here. Some real butt-clenching fun on some of these turns. It's awesome. Oh, there's a cop waiting down there. I think that's what that signal is. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but tapping your head there when you're coming from the other direction means heads up, 5-0. I don't see 5-0, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that means something else. Oh, we got a big line of cyclists up here. Distractions. Like I said, these guys are really booking it. There's the 5-0. He's really down here. Well, if that was a warning, I appreciate it. So, I mean, that definitely would confirm, I think. I mean, even though it was a ways away, that confirms, I think, my suspicion of the signal. Maybe we can return the favor of here's some guys heading up the hill. Returning the favor, paying it forward. That's gorgeous. Don't worry, I had my eyes pointed forward still. That was for my wife, who's watching right now. Oh, there it is. I won't do it now because we're heading into some turns. Yeah, okay, maybe for a second. Oh, here it is. Foresthill Bridge. Yeah, buddy. And for a brief moment, we're headed up the hill again. This is fairly steep. Well, we're on a bit of a slope here, and this is kind of one of those things where, you know, I'm always a little bit paranoid. I always want to go to the Bay Area and ride around downtown San Francisco. Not so much downtown, but just maybe ride through it once. But I do worry about stopping on slope. So this is a little bit of a incline here, and that wasn't so bad. But I mean, it gets really steep. And in the downtown area, it gets really steep, so a little bit of a different, whew, that's bumpy. A little bit of a different situation there. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, it's because traffic's coming the other way. Carrie's got to be playing some tunes, or she's just doing a little dance. It's a good day. Still got the green all the way though. Oh, this guy's gonna be really pokey getting on the freeway. Always paranoid when people got stuff hanging out the back of their truck when you're riding behind them. We're gonna take this all the way back, take 80 all the way back to Sacramento instead of getting back on the back roads. So we'll keep the camera rolling here a little bit longer, and then if it looks like we're gonna stay here on the highway, I'll shut her down and we'll end this video there. But what a morning it has been! Like, this is. That beat the Berryessa ride to me, mostly because you can get up in higher speeds and make those wide sweeping turns, and you can lean for a little bit longer. Oh, looks like we're getting off here. But yeah, man, that's just so fun. Like, there's nothing like getting out on the open road like this and just having fun. And then meeting up with people you've never met before, right? And then joining their group. It's something special. Oh, this is a fun little off-ramp right here. Oh, now we're back into downtown Auburn. This is a cool little historic downtown. Love it. Nobody coming. Here we go. Not quite as nice as downtown historic Folsom or Woodland, for that matter. I'm a little partial though to downtown historic Woodland. Not so much to Folsom, but still. Hats off to historic downtown Folsom. It is pretty nice. What's it? Dang it, I didn't hear what she said. I love my wife. Oh, that was awesome. Sidecar. And I think this will probably be a good time to stop the video. I'm sure we have plenty of good footage to use of the actual ride. So if you stuck with me all the way to here, I really appreciate you watching. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button down there. It means a lot to me, and I have new content out every week. I try to post 3 times. I've been doing that successfully for at least 7 months. So you know you're gonna get something new from me on a consistent basis. This has been an amazing ride. Hats off to MotoKari and to Sir Fleshboon for bringing me out here on this lovely October day. So hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, but that's all I've got for you today. This is that one guy saying to you to ride safe, and if you're not riding, you need to get riding. All right, guys, I am out.